friends. Welcome to Chi-Chi's Furry Friends Show, a podcast featuring personal stories of pets as told by their mom. Yay! Why, thank you. I'm Chi-Chi, and this is my Yorkie. Say hi, Rex. Say hi. I encourage you to like, subscribe, and share the show with your friends. So today's show is about Nyxi, a lovely Shitzu Yorkie mix, and Noki, a lovely Siamese cat. Nyxi and Noki are here with their mom, Sterling, who works for DC government. They live in Washington, DC. Welcome, Nyxi and Noki! Yay! So they're so cute. They're so cute. I see them in the back. They're sleeping. Aww.
They are so cuddly, these little babies.
So cuddly and cute. Oh. Well, so let's get right into it. How old are Nyxi and Noki?
Nyxi, my dog, is 6 years old. Noki, my cat, is about 7 months. I adopted her last year, and they were kind of unsure. So I think she's around 7 months.
Oh, nice. So does that make her still a kitten?
I think so. I have not had a lot of experience with cats growing up. This is my first cat. So I'm going to assume she's still a kitten. She acts like one. She's very much a baby. So we're just going to say she's still a kitten.
Oh, nice. Well, she is so adorable. And so is Nyxi. So do they have any nicknames?
Oh, Nyxi has many, many nicknames. My favorite is Petrulia and Thermopolis. Like anything I think of that sounds insane, I call Nyxi that. Anytime that I'm walking her outside, she always gets the normal, like, let's go, mama. I call her mama all day long. I call her so many names, like honey, like sweetie. It's just like, I don't know. I love Nyxi. It's just like my child. Noki only has one nickname so far. We're still getting to know each other. But my favorite is Noki. My sister calls her No sometimes. I think she does it just to annoy me, but what are sisters for? Right.
Siblings tend to do. I think Rex is tired of the show, so he left.
I'm out already.
He's like, I'm done. But it's okay. Well, as I said earlier, so Nyxi is a Shitzu Yorkie mix, and Noki's a Siamese cat. So what are their personalities like?
Honestly, if you know me, I think like they act just like me. Like they're super cuddly and like want attention, but like when they're done, they're like, I'm out of here.
I'm done.
They're both super, super needy. I honestly got the cat for Nyxi, like to help with her anxiety.
Aww.
But I feel like the cat is just as anxious and as needy as Nyxi. So like anytime I get up to go to the bathroom, if I'm leaving the house, they're like running behind me, like, where are we going? But partially my fault because I take them everywhere with me. So they're very needy, loving animals, but very sassy at the same time.
I love that combination. Needy, loving, but also sassy. It's like, I need you, but, don't get it twisted.
My turn, very much so.
Exactly. So, what is their favorite thing? Like food, rubs, toys, naps?
A combination of all.
Okay.
I would say they are very food motivated, but they love rubs and attention.
Oh.
Like if they could eat and get rubs exactly at the same time, I feel like they would be in heaven. So
they sound like me. I can eat and get rubs at the same. That is like heaven. Okay.
Exactly. That's their vibes.
Yes. I love that. And what are some great things about Nyxi and Noki?
They are just so loving. I feel like Noki's still like kind of figuring out her personality because she's so young. But I've had Nyxi for 6 years now. So that was like the end of college. I moved to Ohio after that, and then I moved to DC. So Nyxi has been with me for so long. So Nyxi knows like when I'm having a rough day, and she'll come like snuggle up next to me and just like lay there, and I'm just like, my heart, I know, like you knew I needed this. Yeah. So Nyxi kind of just gets me. Like so there was like times in Ohio I was like super sad because I was just like by myself all the time. And she would just be like, I'm here, and just come snuggle up next to me. So they are just like super lovable and cuddly, and Noki's kind of like getting into that vibe too. but I feel like she's just trying to still figure out her personality right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, I see how they cuddle together, which is awesome.
Honestly, I get a little jealous.
Me too.
I get a little jealous. I'm like, I got you for me. Like, why am I left out? I'm jealous a little bit.
Oh my God, yes. But I love it when, my dogs do that. When I'm not feeling well, they come and snuggle next to me and check on me. It's adorable. It is adorable. Yeah.
Much needed.
Yeah, I love that animals do that. But yeah, I see that they're really into each other, which is wonderful for a dog and a cat to be so into.
It is. Yeah. It's so cute. But then, I just feel like a little left out. Just a little bit.
You're the third, obviously.
I feel like I'm supporting their lifestyle. That's what I'm here to just support, this lovely relationship.
So of course, Nyxi and Noki, they're a dog and a cat, and we know that they're practically perfect. But is there anything that is maybe not so perfect about them?
Well, so, Noki, I didn't realize, but in the morning when she's ready to get up and eat, she's much more active and she will claw at things.
Oh, wow.
So she kind of destroyed the bottom of my beautiful upholstered headboard. You can't see it. So I never noticed it until one day I was cleaning up and I was like, oh, my lovely headboard. So now I know when she gets up and she's ready to eat, I immediately have to get up and feed her. Otherwise, she's going to destroy my furniture.
Oh, wow.
So if that means if I hear her meow at 5:30, it's time to get up. We feed her. We get back in the bed.
Oh, Noki's like, payback. It's payback. She did it in season 2. Wow.
Right. Nyxi is honestly great, but she thinks she's like some type of guard dog. I don't know if you can see her looking at the door right now.
I can see Nyxi.
Anytime somebody walks by and they're too loud, she's at the door full on barking like she's a 100-pound dog. I'm just like, told you.
That is funny.
So,
wow. What I think that is a small dog thing because my dogs are like that. They're just Rex was I think it was the other day we were coming down the hallway and this dog is literally maybe 10, 50-pound dog maybe, and Rex literally is 9 pounds. He weighs 9 pounds, and he's like, "Roar!" And it's like, you're gonna fight, and of course the dog was just looking because the bigger dogs they tend to be more gentle, which I'm grateful.
Yeah,
yeah, just he's like, "Roar!" I'm like, okay, Napoleon, okay.
I love that.
Yeah, I love it. He's ready to fight. I'm like, thank you for defending me, I think.
I do. Thank you. I need this.
So, Sterling, could you tell us a funny story about Nyxi and Noki?
Yes. Okay. So, I tend to go home a lot for holidays back to Atlanta. That's where I'm originally from. So we were home for the 4th of July, maybe a couple years ago. And Nyxi is terrified of fireworks. Aww. So my dad has a big front porch. So the fireworks were going off. Nyxi popped off the porch, landed in the bushes, and darted around the entire house and sprinted in the door and hid underneath the sofa. It was so quick. Everybody at the house was just like, what just happened? She moved so fast. And so, to this day, if there's, thunder going on or any fireworks going on in D.C., she's, tail tug, sprinting to the door. I need to get in the house.
Aww.
It's hilarious. But it's not hilarious because she's so scared. But it's hilarious. It's just, what is happening? She moves so fast. It's crazy.
Oh, cutie pie. I know what you said. It's not hilarious. This is not funny. Her fear is not funny. But the cute.
It was hilarious.
The hilarity. Yeah. Oh, so cute.
I don't really have any intense stories with Noki yet. Mm-hmm. We're still kind of new. But Noki does something crazy to me yesterday, actually. So I have my bike rack. I don't know if you guys can up here. Mm-hmm. So she likes to get up there and she's in the bike rack and I'm on the phone with my sister and she literally flips out the bike rack and lands on the floor. So I look back and I'm like, are you okay? And I think she was so stunned. She was just like, I'm like, why are you moving so fast? So that is my one news story with Noki after yesterday.
Oh my god. Oh, they like bring such like lightness and hilarity to my to our lives. They do.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, nice. I don't know that it's cats are amazing. Like they always land on their feet. I feel like if I had flipped like that, I would not have landed.
Absolutely not.
No. It would have been emergency room probably. So yeah, okay.
He's gonna be broken.
Yes, yeah, really. Right. Well, thank you for those stories. So I love this question. This is one of my favorites. So if they could talk, what do you think they would say?
Oh my god. So I do this all the time because I think Nyxi is just like my sassy best friend.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like Nyxi's like, girl, why are you doing this? Girl, why are you looking at me like that? And so I was like looking at her the other day and she just looks back at me. Mm-hmm. And in my head, I'm just like, she's probably like, Mom, relax. Like, I'm not doing anything. Stop looking at me. But I think she's just like my sassy, just like bestie.
Oh.
And I think she's like always telling me like, get out of my face.
Oh.
I'm always in her face. I'm so obsessed with Nyxi.
Awesome.
And Noki, I think she's just like, give me food now. Why do I have to always ask you for food? Like, why is my food not prepared? I am freaking hungry. So I think Noki's demanding me for food and Nyxi's telling me to get out of her face, but they're both just like sassy.
That is
just attitude.
Attitude. But I love you and I need you.
Exactly. It's like I need you to do this right now, but like I'm gonna have an attitude when I ask you about it. Whenever I give her treats, I started giving her treats in her cat tree. So she immediately darts to the cat tree and runs up to the top. She's like, I'm getting treats right now. Great. But now when I start to make my food, if I come sit on the sofa, she darts to the cat tree like I'm here to feed her again. I'm just like, this is not for you. This is mine. This is my time to eat.
Yeah. Like, I don't bother you when you're eating. Like, leave me alone. Yeah. I know every time when I go to the kitchen and Rex is like, I'm like, I go to the kitchen a lot because I'm, cooking or something, getting food or whatever, water. And he's like in there like, what, like, like, what are you doing? Not getting food for you is not what I'm like. Yeah. So yeah, I don't owe you food. You've eaten treats. Like, yeah. So the next few questions are about Nyxi and Noki, but they're more about you. So what made you decide to get Nyxi and Noki?
Oh my God. So I got Nyxi when I was in college and I had a dog growing up. His name was Onyx and he was a Pekingese. Oh. So cute. So I went into the store just because I've always loved animals. So whenever I was like in the mall, I would just go to the pet store just because. Mm-hmm. So I was going into the pet store. So I was going into the pet store just to look and I saw Nyxi and she looked just like my dog from like my childhood. Aww. And she was like sitting in the back, like, and all the other dogs were like so rambunctious, like jumping on the glass. And I was like, oh my God, I want her. Aww. And I literally just like bought her that day. Like literally no plans on buying a dog. I was still in college at the time. Luckily, I had an apartment off campus, but there was no plan, no thought process because I had to take her to class with me sometimes. No thought process about it at all. But that's probably why she's so clingy because my entire senior year of college, she was in class with me in my purse like every day.
Are you serious?
She was so tiny and like my professors would never see her because she would just be like this. Like she's so quiet and relaxed. Yeah. So my professors would never see her. And so she was always with me. And then Noki,
like she's like grooming her. Is Noki?
Yes, they are best friends. I swear. I so got Noki for Nyxi because I felt that she needed a friend to kind of help with her anxiety a little bit because she's so attached to me. Whenever I leave the house, I'm like, let me get her a friend, and they instantly became best friends. But I think now they're both attached to me, so now they both now they're going to need another dog or something to help them out. You know?
Yeah. Now they need a third.
It's a never-ending cycle here.
You're going to have 15. 15.
Right.
That's by the time you're done. It's going to be okay. So it's interesting that you thought of getting another cat versus another dog.
Yes. Okay, so I've had other dogs before.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I've had other dogs before. But Nyxi in our previous apartment got attacked by a dog.
Oh.
And now she's kind of like timid when it comes to the energy of a dog.
Mm-hmm.
And I watched one of my friend's cats for like a week or so. And they instantly clicked. And I was like, do you like cats? So then we started going to the shelters. And I would take her to like the different cats. And she would like sniff around. And I was like, okay, well, we can just try it out. I brought Noki home. And as soon as I put down the bag, Nyxi was like excited. Her tail was wagging. I'm like, okay, well, I still have to give Noki time to get acclimated. So I put her in the bathroom for a few days. But they were like at the door every day trying to like get to each other.
Oh my God.
And it was just this little instant love connection. I loved it.
That is so beautiful. And that was like so smart what you did, like taking Nyxi to the shelter, or to you said shelter, right? Or did you say the shelter to meet cats? Whoa, that was really smart. And because I wouldn't have thought of like getting a cat to be a companion to a dog, but this is like perfect. Look at them together. Like, oh my God.
I think like Noki's like energy is like, because she's a cat, they're more chill.
Mm-hmm.
And so like Nyxi is super chill as well. So I feel like their energy just kind of like balances each other out.
That is beautiful. That energy thing is so important, I wish I had known that when we got Roxy as a rescue. And so we kind of like took her on so she wouldn't, end up in a shelter. And she was in a shelter and we didn't know, like, she may have been euthanized. So we took her on because they're both Yorkshire mixes. They're both Yorkshire Terriers, Rex and Roxy. But their energy is different. So they're, more chill and Roxy's more like anxious, and so there's some conflict. So
absolutely,
so the energy thing is really important. So good for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And so, how would you say your life has changed since you got Nyxi and then Noki?
I'm a super caring person, but Nyxi just like made me think about like another being more than I would think about myself.
Yes.
And so now it's the same thing for Noki as well, but anytime I go out to the store, the farmer's market, my sister's always like, are you going to get something for your animals? I'm like, yeah. And she was like, your animals don't need anything else. Like, but I'm always thinking about like, oh, they can get this. They will love this. So they just kind of make me think about doing something for somebody else before I would do it for myself a little bit.
Absolutely. I love that. Animals are great for that. They help me with my selfishness, certainly.
Great.
Yeah. I could be having a bad day or thinking it's like they'll come up to me like, hi, me? And Rex he's great. He's like, that's nice that you're having an issue. Rub my butt. Like, that's nice, rub my butt.
That's what matters to you right now.
Exactly, right now. So what would you say they have taught you?
I'll say they taught me like patience, like a lot of patience. I have anxiety when it comes to like noises, and because Nyxi gets so anxious, like anytime I leave her, it like now I'm starting to freak out, and so like I've had to learn. Like I've literally backed into a car one time because Nyxi was freaking out in the car, and I was like, "You're freaking out now. I'm freaking out," and I was like. Instant like but now I've learned to like just relax, breathe, and like I have to de-escalate myself and then I can focus on somebody else. So a lot of patience is happening with these animals right here.
Yes. No, the patience, it's huge. I think Roxy is my spiritual teacher. So there's Rex, he's pretty chill, but Roxy, she is my spiritual teacher. Teaching me patience. Yes. Okay. And so the last question, do you have any pet-related advice for people watching? I
think it's like just taking your time to like learn your animal for one, but also have the patience with your animal to like, especially when you get them when they're like kittens or puppies, but having the patience with them to allow them to be that child because they're babies at that moment. So like I see like a lot of people like outside with their dogs and like they're yanking them.
Yeah.
So your dog is so excited.
Yeah.
And like you have to just learn patience and figure out what works for your animal to allow them to be the animal that you want them to grow up to be. So just having so much patience because like I've had Nyxi for 6 years now, and people are always surprised because I walk her leash free outside.
I love that. I've seen you do that. I love that.
But it's because I've taken my time with her, and she knows like when to stop and when to listen. Like if I do a snap, she's like, "Am I stopping?" Mm-hmm. So just figuring out what works for your dog. And Nyxi was very treat motivated. So other animals are very like affectionate, like motivated, or toys motivated. So just figuring out what works for your animal and just having so much patience with them because she's ruined carpets, rugs, everything, comforters, like literally everything. But in the end, like this whole thing is so worth it.
So worth it. Oh,
yeah.
And then that is such great advice, like figuring out what works for your animal. Yes. You're right. Rex is very food and treat motivated. Very. Roxy's not so much. She loves food, but she's not as motivated by it, you know? So, yeah, like pets are people too. Like, you know, they're not a monolith. So, yeah, they're individuals. So, yeah. Totally. Oh, that was so great. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you coming on. So now, as part of every episode, I like to highlight an animal rescue or an animal organization. So Sterling, can you tell our friends the name of today's featured organization?
Lucky Dog Animal Shelter.
Yes, thank you. Lucky Dog Animal Rescue. Thank you, Sterling. Yes. So yes, according to their website, Lucky Dog Animal Rescue is dedicated to rescuing homeless, neglected, and abandoned animals from certain euthanasia and finding them loving forever homes, which is awesome. They're a 100% foster home organization, and so they do not run a dedicated facility to house homeless pets, but they foster them out. But they do operate out of Arlington, Virginia, so it's kind of like the DC, Maryland, Virginia area. So to donate, volunteer, and or adopt your own dog or cat, visit luckydoganimalrescue.org. That's luckydoganimalrescue.org. And I will put a link in the description. Well, thank you so much, Sterling and Nyxi and Noki, for joining us today. Thank you so much. We really appreciated you joining us. So, as a special thank you, Sterling, you'll be getting a free Pets Are People Too t-shirt. Yay! Just like the one I'm wearing. I'm wearing mine too. Courtesy of Chi-Chi's Furry Friends Store.com. So, pet friends, you can get your own Pets Are People Too t-shirt and other merch from Chi-Chi's Furry Friends Store.com /Pets Are People Too. That's Chi-Chi's furryfriendstore.com /petsarpeople2 and take 10% off with code PETFRIEND. A link will be in the description. So, and the code again is PETFRIEND. So thank you again all so much for joining us today. Thank you, Nyxi. Thank you, Noki. Thank you, Sterling. Y'all are so cute. They kind of slept through the whole thing, but that's okay.
There goes a little face shot.
There you go. They're so cute. So cute. So come back next week and join us to meet a lovely pit. Till then, pets are people too. Yay! Bye! Bye!